is Ryan Bean, and I'm a 16-year-old author. So a few weeks ago, I submitted my manuscript to a publisher, and I received a publishing contract. So this video isn't going to just turn into me promoting my book like it's my last dying hope. No, it's going to be showing you exactly how I did it and not leaving anything out. I'm going to tell it to you straight and not sugarcoat anything. So first off, get the main question out of the way. No, I do not have an agent. And in my opinion, they're not useful. But hear me out, okay? Obviously, in theory, they will submit to publishers all around. But for me, you can do that on your own, okay? And people don't really, people think that you need to have an agent to do that. But no, there is actually a lot of publishers out there that will just let you do it directly to them. And in my opinion, I would rather spend time giving it right to the man than trying to spend all that time finding an agent, which will just do the exact same thing. So let's use Harry Potter as an example. So Harry Potter can be defined as young adult, fantasy, action, adventure, all of that. Because there's a lot of different genres within that one book. So then, using that, you can keep it under a whole umbrella of genres and then submit it out to those and just rapid fire to those certain people that specify in the genre because it falls under all of that. So really, you have a lot more options than you think. And if you really feel passionate about your book, like you think you know that it will get published, then you don't really need to mess with an agent of just doing the work for you because you can do it yourself. And also, obviously, they take a percentage of the payment. For me, I'm not really into the payment that much. I just want to make cool stuff. But for some people, that will be an issue. And they do that, and it's pretty hefty amounts sometimes. So just keep that in mind. Now that that's out of the way, I'll get into the actual story of how I managed to do this all. So I've been writing for only like a year and a half now. So my experience isn't that crazy, okay? There's a lot of people who say that like they've been working on it for like years and years. No, for me, it hasn't been that long. And I didn't even start, like a year and a half ago, I was working on screenplays actually, because that was my passion. And I didn't have my school laptop at the time to do any of like my writing from the screenplays. So I had to do all this by hand. So it's only been about 6 months since I wrote my book, my full novel, and now it's been picked up by a publisher. So let me just set the scene for you of how I managed to do this. So right after I finished my book, I edited it all myself, and then I just rapid fire submitted to as many places as possible and to as many genres I could cover with this. And I use that to my advantage so I wouldn't have to get an agent to do it for me. And most publishers take about 3 months to respond. Well, this book in particular, it was now 6 months, and I had heard absolutely nothing. So I was ready to throw in the towel. In fact, I already did throw in the towel because I started working on my next project. But it just took them time, which it does. So that's another thing to keep in mind, that it does take time. But you just have to hold out hope and know that your book is going to become a phenomenon. And as long as you have that hope and you know that your book is good, that's all you really need. So, you know, the email which everyone wants, actually happened on my birthday a couple of weeks back, which is insane to me. It was amazing. It was awesome, seriously. So obviously, I still go to high school. I'm 16, as you can tell from the title. And I was just sitting in class one day, you know? And then I had emails in my inbox, and I checked them, and it was about my book. So I was ready to, you know, I dealt with so many rejections at that point. I was just ready to get the disappointment out of the way. Now, you know how rejections go. If you're a writer, you know how they go. There's 2 major points about them that you'll know right off the bat that it's a rejection. First off, it'll be very short. They keep it short and sweet because they do not care enough to elaborate on why they don't like it. And second of all, there will always be one word showing up in the beginning of the second sentence that will always tell you that it's not going anywhere. And that is, unfortunately. So it usually goes, thank you for submitting to so-and-so. Unfortunately, this is not the right manuscript for us. Good luck. So when I opened the email, I realized that it was actually, first off, pretty long. And then secondly, that there was no unfortunately in it at all. And then, as I got closer, I read it further and realized that it said, we would love to work with you. I don't know. I was in a crowd of people too, by the way, so I didn't want to look like an idiot. So I just wanted everyone to hear this so that you know that it's not insane to get your book published, okay? It can seem like some holy sacred thing that experts get at the time. But no, it's not. As long as you keep with it and hold out hope, it's always possible. And I'm so ready to start this publication journey. It's gonna be insane. I have some big plans, but yeah, it's a whole nother video. All right, everyone, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. And also like, comment, tap that bell, and most importantly, follow my Twitter for more updates. That's a lot. That's gonna be it for me. Stay awesome, y'all. And if you didn't like the video, well, just tap the like anyway.